Kawai is what I thought we were going to see, but I guess you have something that's special here in this particular room?
Okay, yes.
David?
Yes, all right. So these are the Shigeru Kawais. So the original founder of the company, his name was Koichi Kawai. That's why you always see K Kawai on the fallboard.
Okay.
That stands for Koichi. But his son's name was Shigeru. And when Shigeru took over the company, he got the idea that we need to have a premium handmade piano. So he got together the best technicians that they had at the time to create a beautiful handmade premium piano. And then they said, okay, here it is. It's lovely, it's great, it's fantastic. But so what? So what are we going to do? I mean, we can't make them like this. We've got to train people to do it, and we've got to set up a facility so we can do it, and then we've got to. I mean, these technicians are our oldest guys, most trained, but when they leave, we've got to have more people. So he had to set up a lot of different things in order to create this whole thing.
Okay.
So now we have a laboratory that's on the premises of the factory, and we have a system of training the technicians to become what we call MPA. We call MPA, Master Piano Artisan. So once they train the Master Piano Artisans, they're the ones that build these pianos.
So what makes them unique? Can you show me some features that
yes.
makes a handmade one different than a production line, I guess?
All right. So this is the action. The action itself is similar to all the other Kawai Grands because we use the ABS with carbon fiber.
Okay.
But the hammers are hand pressed in a hand operated press, and so they can control every aspect of the tension in the felt and everything. So these are very special hammers, and these pianos get a lot of hand work, whereas the regular production pianos, you know, they don't get as much hand work in the actual building of the piano. You know, everything's done by machines. Of course, we've got to have machines to do these too, but the attention to detail is really what makes these pianos so special.
Now, does somebody special order one of these and say, well, I want this feature, and this feature, and this feature? Is that the kind of thing it is?
No, the models are set.
Okay.
They have the features that they have, but we have these pianos at various dealers across the country who are a Shigeru dealer. Not every Kawai dealer carries the Shigeru pianos, but it just the materials. For example, the soundboard in this piano. This soundboard wood is dried for naturally cured in a shed with open to outside air for 10 years.
Wowzer.
Before they make the board out of it. All right, so that meaning we've got to have a big pile of wood, and for this year, starting this year, and every year, you know, and so finally this pile is 10 years old,
right,
or more. Then they take that wood and they make the soundboards for this piano out of that.
That helps probably with warping and probably the sound quality or the density of the wood.
It's the sound quality,
right?
Because what happens is, if you dry it like that, the resins in the wood cure naturally, and so then you have a different property than if you heat it in a kiln. So it gives a different sound quality.
Right.
So that's why these pianos have to have such a level of doing it that way. So that's one very different thing about these. But it just basically every detail of this piano is poured over to the finest degree.
Well, it's certainly very beautiful.
Thank you. This is bird's eye maple on the inner rim.
I mean, it's almost, and I don't mean to degrade it, but I was just thinking, you know, if I was buried, I'd love to be buried in this.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, it's that beautiful.
It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. No doubt. But the thing, the I guess the best thing about it is one of the best things is the control and the action. The control of this action, it really is unlike any other manufacturer. The way it all comes together in the action, or the Kawai Millennium 3 action, the control is second to none. And I play the piano myself, so I can say. And I've had people who've never had one, like, for example, a teacher. We were doing a concert, and I prepared an SKEX just like this one for the concert. And the piano teacher who was arranging the event, she asked me, "Oh, can I play it?" And so I said, "Well, yeah, sure, go ahead." So she went and played the piano, and she only played it for like 3 minutes, maybe 4. And she got up and she came out, and she had tears coming down her face. And she said, "I have never touched a piano like that ever before in my life." And that's not the only time that's happened. I've had people play it and come out with tears.
Wow.
I'm serious, I'm not kidding.
Now, do you only have one length?
No, all
for these?
So this
So
is
all of these
this
are...
is the concert grand. It's 9'1".
Okay.
This is the 7.5 foot
Okay.
piano, and that's a 7 foot piano. And
All
we
right.
also have a 6'6" and a 5'11".
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Make them that small in the
In the
handmade version.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we have a whole line of these premium handmade pianos. Shigeru Kawai.
Well, sure is beautiful. I mean, it's almost like I don't want to touch it. I mean, by no means, I'm not you. I can't play.
But go ahead. Yeah. You can touch it.
I mean,
so please.
I claim to be a singer, not a
Well, play it
piano
anyway.
player.
Back up. Take the backpack off.
It does feel good though.
Take the backpack off. Okay, let me have that. Okay, set it over here. Okay, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Absolutely.
And I wish for you the very best. Make a good choice and do good.
Hopefully we'll cross paths somewhere again.
Okay.
Feels a lot better than what I have. I have a Mason and Hamlin, 7 foot double B.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, but it doesn't feel like this.
Okay, so this one is a 9 foot, so it's going to feel different than yours, of course, because
No,
these
but it feels-
the keys are longer and so on. But
But
the double
it feels
B,
like it looks.
yeah.
I mean, I hate to
know.
put it that way, but
I know.
it does.
It feels gorgeous, right?
It does.
Okay, try this one because this is the size of double B, right?
Yeah.
7.5 or
Yep.
close.
Yep.
Okay, play this one. This is a little closer to the size of yours, and see what you think.
It still feels better.
Oh, okay. I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
It is really nice.
Play it more. Play it more.
Like I say, I'm not a pianist.
No,
I claim to be a
just-
singer, but
play what you like. Play something that you always play that you really like to play.
let's see here.
Piano song.
Alone there in the darkness, she sits waiting for me. Never making a sound, she calls quietly. Sometimes I hear her voice, other times it's drowning. But there sits my piano, she's calling to me. It's beautiful though. It really is calling to me.
It's calling to you.
Like I said, that's beautiful. And it's almost like you sit down, it's like, well, I'm not walking away unless it's coming with me.
Yeah, it's.
That's beautiful. Just the sound and the feel, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. It's an experience. It's kind of an experience. It's like people don't understand. I talk to people about it, but when you sit down and put your fingers on that, and it's just like, oh my gosh! It's the reaction I get is just it's stunning.
It is
for a lot of people. I guess what else do you want to know?
So dealers stock these, or they special order them?
Okay, the dealers stock them.
Okay.
So like I said, we have dealers around the country that sell the Shigeru Kawai pianos.
Okay.
And they have various models in their stores.
Okay.
I mean, they don't have all the models at one time usually.
Correct.
But there are some stores that have like most of the models.
Well, I
But
know
of course, if you want one, you can tell them what model you want, and we'll get
And
you one.
walk away with it.
We'll
Fill
get
my
you one.
car.